All right, well, today our adventures bring us to Goodwill, where we are about to head in and see what we can find that we can flip for a profit. So here we go. All right, so they are actually super kind at this Goodwill. I just walked in. They turned the music down for us. We may not actually have to do a voiceover today. So this is fantastic, but we're going to start here in the brown section. Oh, she didn't see me. I was going to wave. We're going to start here in the brown section and go back and forth, kind of weave our way through. We're going backwards today, though, because normally we start on the other side. So let's see what we can find. Well, even though they were kind enough to turn the music down, I found that with the mask, it was just too muffled. But I spotted these salt and pepper shakers here on the shelf. They were just kind of plain. They were matchy-matchy, and they didn't have any stoppers. I'm not really sure what that thing was, so I didn't really bother taking a close look at it. There's a piece of artwork hiding under this flower wreath. I think it's just a cross stitch. We've got lots and lots of baskets. Cluttered shelves. I love cluttered shelves. Here we've got a bag full of what looks like blocks and some sort of crafting supplies. Nothing that really interests me. This is Marcrest stoneware. I found that this doesn't really sell very well, and it's very big and bulky, and so it's not really something I want to mess with. I'm not really sure what that is, but I found it to be a little creepy. Not really my thing. But hey, here's a pretty dish. Ah, mushrooms. I know somebody who likes mushrooms, so of course I have to take that with me. This back here, it's a nice wood-turned piece, but unfortunately it does have a crack. I like this basket, but it doesn't seem very good quality. Cute little cat. Really wasn't a whole lot on the other side of the shelf. So now I'm going over to the clear section. Now I never discount the clear section because a lot of the times you can find EAPG, there's crystal to be found in the clear section. That kind of had some mid-century lines, so I checked it out, but I feel like it was more modern. I always take a stroll through the clear section and make sure I get a good close look at what they've got. And here at this particular Goodwill, I have found some EAPG pieces, so I have a tendency to look a little closer here. That is a resin. Here we've got some shades. And this piece, unfortunately, the gold is pretty worn on that, so that stays behind as well. I think those are punch cups, and unfortunately we don't have a punch bowl. But even if we did have a punch bowl, I don't think there's any way that I would commit to shipping that. This is a set of 4 plates. They are decorative. I believe they may have a religious theme on them. They look like Christmas pieces, but I love that they kept them all together. I thought that was really nice. Obviously somebody donated them with the intention that they would stay together, and Goodwill was nice enough to keep them together, so I thought that was a nice touch. Here we've got some Department 56. I don't typically mess with Department 56. I know there are some pieces that can sell for very good money. However, a lot of the pieces will sell between $15 and $20. And they're big, they're bulky, they're not really something that I like to mess with. And so I don't typically pick them up. They're pretty consistent. If it was something I wanted to buy and sell, I could, but I'm just not committed. Got some more plates, but I've got all that restaurant ware I still have to list, so I'm not messing with that. Yes, the Target plates are still there, and they fooled me again, so there we go. Here I've got a cute little tea set, but unfortunately there is only a single little teacup, and it is rather modern, and so I decided not to take it with me. We've got this right here. This piece is Limoges. It's 99 cents, but upon closer inspection, at least oh yeah, there's a giant chip on it. So that's a pass. Now I'm checking out these tiles because I do like those tiles. I guess I'm just weird checking out tiles, I don't know. That's kind of cute, but I'm just not committed. I think on this side, maybe? No, I'm not really seeing it. I'm bumming out a little bit because honestly, I've got only one thing in my cart, and usually by now I've got a couple things in my cart, so I'm starting to think, well, maybe today is going to be just one of those days where I don't find a whole lot. I feel like we've sold one of these trays not too long ago that we had picked up at this exact same Goodwill. And it's sold okay, but it's just kind of a weird shape and it's not easy to ship, so I leave it. Here I'm just checking out the mugs. Occasionally I'll find a winner. Cookie jars, I usually check cookie jars. Even the more modern cookie jars, occasionally Fitz and Floyd cookie jars, can fetch a good money. That's a vintage cookie jar, but it's just very heavy. I liked that this was a swirled art glass, but there's really nothing special about it. It's probably made in China. What do we have here? Oh, will you look at that? It says false graph. I can't believe that just happened. Let's pretend it didn't. And down here we've got the mugs that go with it. Keep walking. Pretend it didn't happen. I mean, I couldn't really resist. I had to. Those were kind of neat, but I think they're probably just an art project. There's a snowman on the bottom, and the top was moon and stars. Now we've moved on to the black and gray section. This is just a swan, but it's more modern. It's a modern decor piece. It's not a decoy or anything. I always check trash cans, which may sound kind of strange, but Wendell August Forge trash cans sell between $100 and $150. So I never discount trash cans. I always look. Yes. What do we have here? The Avon cologne dispenser. Now, one of my viewers had recently said that the price in these was actually going up. I did not look for myself, so I cannot attest to that. But it is possible, maybe. If so, I regret all those times that I just discarded them and didn't think much of them. That reminded me of one of the pieces we had recently that had the birds on it that we got at the auction. I cannot remember the name of the pottery, but it was two separate pieces, and that's why I'm looking so closely at it. It was marked on the bottom, but I just could not make it out. What do we have here? Oh look, they must be restocking the shelves because this definitely wasn't there when we walked by. Unfortunately, somebody used Sharpie to mark out the bottom, and so I don't think we're going to be able to make it out. But it does look like Czechoslovakian pottery, like all the other pieces we got. I'm just saying. I love it. For 99 cents, I will keep it. Unfortunately, it's just a single, but since they're stocking the shelves, who knows? Perhaps the other one will show up. This is a nice pottery piece. It is marked. Unfortunately, looks like there is a crack somewhere. Put it back. Apparently I don't show you, but there was a crack on it, and that's why I put it back. This is Upco. It doesn't sell for a whole lot of money, but it does have really nice mid-century design. And I'll take it. I've got a pie plate here. My viewers are always telling me, you missed the vintage pie plate. So that's why I grabbed that, but it just wasn't speaking to me, so I left it behind. That was obviously a modern Hallmark piece. Now this is interesting, and I'm not sure exactly why I decided to buy it, but maybe just because it's weird and funky. I believe it is a toy, or like a peg toy of some sort, and I think you drop the little men at the top and they kind of weave their way down to the bottom. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. Somebody made it. I'm taking it with me. Talk about easy to ship, right? No, I'll probably just hold on to it for myself, if I'm being honest. We've got a teapot. We've got a teapot with a pink rose. It kind of reminds me of Franciscan desert rose. It's not, but that's what it reminds me of. Unfortunately, we've got a chip, and so it stays here. It looks kind of like cottage wear, but it's not marked. This in the back is some sort of advertising piece for Maple Donuts. It's $2, and it looks like it was never stuck to anything. I think it's supposed to be stuck to something. And so since it's an advertising piece, I decided to take a chance on it. Down here we have a casserole dish. Maybe. But the bottom looks modern. The bee mug is cute. However, modern again. Here we've got a couple little boxes, a phone case, and check out the artwork real quick. This piece in the back looks obviously like an original artwork. I decided to pull it out and take a closer look. It does not speak to me. There does not appear to be any special artistic quality to it. It actually looks pretty basic, which is a horrible thing to say. I'm sure somebody put a lot of time and effort into it, but there really is no real artistic element to it. And so, unfortunately, I decided to leave it behind. Watch it be some famous piece of art. Looking real quickly through the other artwork, I kind of like the elephant, but it's just a print. There's nothing else really Here we've got a piece. It's two little bunnies and a dish. It is a modern mark. It is Pottery Barn, but if I know anything about Pottery Barn, I know that Pottery Barn is a pretty quality brand, and it sells for pretty good money. So I decided to grab it on the off chance that it is worth something. Here we've got another one of these mugs. This piece is very limited, West York Bulldogs. However, it is, local, and so I decided to take it for $1.99. Oh my, I'm totally doing this. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, what does that say? It does say Eldrith. Yes! Oh my gosh, look at that. It is Eldrith. Who's it signed by? I can't read that. It's covered up by the sticker. But I'll take Eldrith all day long. Thank you very much. Kind of cute. feel like this is one of the older Fiesta plates. Mark is probably into that Goodwill sticker, but it's got a lot of utensil scratches on it, so I think I'm going to leave it behind. This little guy, he was turned into a pirate. We've sold one of these before. They were on Halloween and did pretty well. Bird on it. What do you think that says? I like that. That's primitive. I like the fish. I like that. I'm gonna take that with. Put back to these pieces here. 1970s probably. How much are they? $2.99 each. I could at least get 15 to 20 a piece for those. So yeah, I'll just take them. Did somebody order the English Leicester? Got some copper Leicester here. Naya Son and Company. I've never heard of that one before, but they're England. I'm not seeing cracks or chips, but copper luster usually does pretty well, so we will take the copper luster. See? Aren't you glad we stuck around? I sure am. All the treasures are just popping up on the shelves. What is this? Oh, it's a spoon apparatus thing. One of those. That's fancy. That's for fancy people. India? Or India? I want it. Probably not. I don't think I want it. I don't do much with brass and stuff. The outhouse, on the other hand. That would be fun for Andrew. He likes to dig up outhouses. Okay, let's go around the corner and see what they've placed in the brown. Read it. Oh, look at that. Heck yes. Also, I asked permission to reach into one of the bins, and I got this. It's signed by Roy Raven. It looks like ink. The General Gates House, number 2 out of 100. So it is art. We'd probably take it out of the frame so it's easier to ship, but I really like it. I think it's cool. I mean, it's 1982. It's not super old, but it's great. We got another one. I also grabbed this book because this is one that I loved when I was a kid, and I thought maybe my kids might enjoy it as well. So we are slowly accumulating more things. Oh my gosh, I totally I was here looking at this and I just happened to glance over and this was stuck right there. I could not grab it fast enough. It is stretched glass It is amazing. Oh my God, look at it. There's no chips or cracks on it at all. It's got the stretch marks. I believe it's Celeste Blue, possibly. It could be Northwood or Fenton, but oh my gosh. They're just sitting there waiting for me. It was hiding in the back too. Holy smokes, how many times did I walk by that? Oh my gosh. I am so glad that I stuck around and walked up and down these rows like 7 million times. Okay, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, okay. Woo. Yikes. Well, the new stuff has actually slowed down a little bit, so I think we are going to call it quits at this Goodwill, and we are going to head on to the next Goodwill. But I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow at the next Goodwill. Later. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.